Get ready with me. It is wash day for my wavy hair, and I got a bunch of new products from Mark Anthony gifted that we're going to use today.
I love when companies send me really lightweight products. What am I doing? You have wavy hair, just try it. Try using a really lightweight conditioner instead of your curl cream. Now, this one does contain silicones, but some people avoid silicones. The important thing to note is if you are using silicones, if you are especially using drugstore products that contain silicones, you have to be clarifying on a regular basis, and that means using a clarifying shampoo. It will tell you on the label. The reason some people like to use silicones is because they make your hair silky smooth. They seal moisture into your hair so they can prevent frizz and flyaways, things like that, but they also build up on your hair, so over time, they can make your hair less wavy or curly. I haven't used silicone products in a long time, and I have to say, man, they're good for detangling. Like, my hair feels so soft and smooth. Like, there's a reason that companies keep adding these ingredients. Now, the real hero that I really wanted to try was this anti-breakage styling jelly. Guys, if it says anti-breakage, strengthening, anything like that, that almost always means that they just added some protein to it. Protein is strengthening for your hair, but keep in mind, you need to balance the amount of protein in your hair. Not too much, not too little. A lot of people don't like to use gel on their wavy hair because they say it like makes it crunchy and it just feels like there's too much product. Guess what? If you don't use mousse or gel or anything that's gonna make your hair a little bit crunchy, it's very likely that your style won't last as long. So if your curls keep falling out, that might be why. But yes, it does make it a little bit crunchy. That's called your cast. Wait until your hair is 100% dry and then scrunch that away. You'll see, we'll do it in just a sec. Option one is to add your products to dripping wet hair. I mean, you always want to add your products to wet hair, but I mean like soaking wet, so it's naturally clumping on its own. And then using a t-shirt or a microfiber towel just to like squeeze out that extra water before you start diffusing. But I'll be honest, I often just add my products to like very wet hair, but maybe not dripping wet. And then I brush style afterwards. I mean, whatever you think is easiest. For some reason, I find this easier. But if you find it easier to skip brush styling, then just make sure your hair is wet enough when you're adding the product so it doesn't make the hair like frizzy and stringy. I go around in like medium-sized sections and mostly do these like kind of ribbon curls or just brushing with tension. Give it a little shake and a scrunch to revive the curl. But you can get more like detailed or elaborate than this. You can do brush curls. You can go through in tiny little sections and make sure every curl is perfect. It's whatever your comfort level is, my dear. People always ask how I get the back of my head. This is it. Oh my God. Just do that. I don't know, nothing fancy. I highly recommend getting one of these infinity mister bottles so you can keep your hair saturated if you are gonna do brush styling and work through, because you don't want certain sections to be like dry by the time you go to brush style them. Just like kind of brush through the back. I don't overthink the back. Shake it out, scrunch. Nobody's looking at the back of your head. Lately, I've been doing the middle part. Oh God, one sec. So now when I'm doing the middle part, I'm gonna get a little bit more precise because I really like to have nice ringlets around my face, and my bangs are very unruly. They don't like to do what I want them to do. So just for this kind of like front section on both sides, we're finally gonna go in with some brush curls. I've got a ton of tutorials on brush curls, so if you're really struggling with these and you would like to try them out more, check out my playlist called Denman. The slip with these products is really good for the Denman brush. Oh my God. And it smells pretty good. Like for a drugstore product, again, keep in mind it has silicones in it. So, you know, do with that info what you will. But it is a really nice product to work with. It smells so good. And it just, my hair is already feeling very, very soft. I'm curious to see what I think of the final result of the gel. See the difference that makes compared to this side? Like even if I break it up, it just makes me, I love it. A middle part is just not as thirsty for the root volume. So I don't know, I think it can look really nice if your hair is really long and you are struggling to get that volume at the root, to just embrace the middle part. I've been vibing with it since my hair got really long again. Okay, I think this brush is from Walmart. I could be wrong, but it is not a true Denman, and I have to say, it is, I would say, just as good as my Denman D4. I wish I knew like the brand on this. I think it's just like a no-name. I don't know, it's really good. I've ordered a knockoff Denman off of Amazon before and it was trash. Like really, really not good, but this one is really good. I don't like to plop my hair. I like to micro plop. I just kind of take out the excess water to save time in diffusing. I find actually plopping my hair just makes it too frizzy. When I get to this point, if I want to have a middle part, I need a clean part and I need no wet frizz. If you already have wet frizz, rewind. I'm gonna hover diffuse on a high heat, really like until my hair starts to feel a little bit crunchy. I don't know, I mean, technically I don't know if this gel even creates a cast. I'm assuming it does. Hopefully I added enough. Hover diffusing is when I'm holding the diffuser like 8 to 10 centimeters away from the hair, moving it around, but I'm not like actually coming into contact with my hair with the diffuser. To get more root volume, bubble diffuse, turn your heat down a little bit. You just kind of like pull up the hair near the root and dry it. I don't know, it works really well. If your hair starts to get a little bit sticky when it's not 100% dry yet, do not panic. That is your cast forming. It's totally normal. It's the gel that's telling you the product has hold, basically. So we're just gonna keep drying. Just push through it, don't panic. Oh, everybody's hair is different, but for me, this is the point that I'm at when I wanna switch to pixie diffusing. So it's still like damp when I squeeze it, but my roots at this point are dry. Pixie diffusing is when we very gently, with the blow dryer turned off, lower the hair into the bucket, into the bowl, and we turn it on. Careful that we don't suck up hair at the back. And you should usually do this on maximum medium heat. And you can hold this position for like between 10 and 30 seconds, depending on your hair. The idea behind turning the diffuser off when we're cupping it is to create less frizz. I didn't get a cast at all from this gel. Maybe it's not supposed to create a cast. I don't know. So anyways, I'm just gonna try adding a very small amount more because it's pretty light. I'm gonna water it down in my hands. I just feel like, I don't know if I didn't add enough product or if it's just not supposed to create a cast. I don't know if I'm gonna get a hold from it. I'm nervous. When I added a little bit more gel, I did get a bit of a cast. So I think I just didn't add enough of the product. Anyways, it's 100% dry right now. It did give me really good definition. Like pretty frizz free. I like it. I don't know how strong hold it's gonna be. I guess we're gonna find that out. It looks very moisturized. I don't know. I think like we'll obviously see how it wears. I'll let you know how the gel holds up over the course of a few days. It doesn't feel like a super strong hold gel, although that could be just because I didn't add enough. It is nice that if you don't like getting a cast on your hair, you can add just a very small amount and it might not give you a cast. So some people are actually probably gonna like that. Final thoughts, my hair is extremely soft, and I would say it doesn't really feel like I have product in it, which I know some people are really looking for.